Okay, my neighbor just came over. He's removed his door and really doesn't know what's happening, how to put it in. It's just sitting here right now. I'm going to take some videos and show you the process of what it takes to install a door. This just happened now. Hopefully we can go through some items. I'm going to pull out the door and we'll go from there. He's already removed the old one, but the new one is just sitting there. Okay, I've now removed the door that he had just sitting in there. The gap, or the opening, is bigger than what he has here. So I just sent him to the store to pick up some 3 1/4 Tapcons and a 1x4 so we can make this fit properly. I'm going to be going through this probably just, as step by step as much as I can. You see the 1x4 that was existing, the header, and then this side. We're going to make the substrate better than what it was so that when we put in this hurricane rated door, we're not going to have an issue. Okay, the door he has here is considered what it is called a 32-inch door. So when you buy a pre-hung, you need to be buying a 32-inch pre-hung, but your opening needs to be a minimum of 34 inches. So I didn't go with him. He went and bought the pre-hung. He does have a 32-inch door. The opening is the width with the jamb is 33.5, just under a half. Okay, meaning we're going to have much bigger opening because this house was built, I believe, in the 80s. So let's see what our opening is now. And the opening is what we would need. It's 34 1/4. The left side is our hinge side. This is what you would call a right hand swing. Okay, the way you check a swing is you open the door, you put your butt up against the jamb where the hinge is. If the door swings to the right, it's a right hand. If it swings to the left, it's a left hand. This is a right hand swing door. I'm going to get a 1x4 and make this opening a little bit smaller. This will work perfectly with the size jamb that he has purchased. Again, this was a last minute thing. He came and knocked on my door. He has the door out, as you can see, and he really did not know how to install this door. So I'm going to help him do it before the end of the evening, or the end of the day, so while we have daylight. It won't take us long once he comes back from Home Depot to get the other items that I told him to pick up. Okay, when you buy a pre-hung door, they have this little plastic piece in here to keep the door closed so you can maneuver it and bring it to where you have to. Just pull this off and this comes out, pushing it in. Push it a little further. Okay, now that that's in, you can open this door. Okay, now it doesn't feel so square, it feels a little loose, but you have no other way of installing this door until you get it open. Okay, you see the frame, it's an existing pre-hung frame. I'm going to remove the door so that I can install the frame. Okay, I See the hinges, they have screws. I'm going to remove the screws in order to remove the door. Again, I was not prepared to do this. Decided to go ahead and make the video anyway, so it may not be as great a quality or whatever I was looking to give you, but I think from this will help you to be able to install your own door, or go knock on your neighbor's door and see if he'll install it for you. Either way, I think you can get what we're looking for from this. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, I now have the door removed from the jamb, and I'm getting ready to mount the jamb in position. Okay, they have the subframe in there. I'm going to add a 1x4 to that, and then I'm going to set this frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plumb the hinge side, secured to the wall. I'm going to hammer drill through these holes. If you see these extra, the open hole there for the screw, that's where they want you to tap con through into the block, okay, and secure it. You have one in each hinge, so you're going to get 3 on this side of the door, on the hinge side. And then I'm going to level the top, and then I'm going to plumb the side and tap con through this frame into this block, okay, with 3 tap cons also, and that will secure this and make that hurricane rated. Again, I'm not prepared for this. I'm doing this with my phone, so you may not see how I'm drilling and what I'm doing, but I will show you each step as much as possible. Okay, remember the tap cons, we're going to plumb it so that it's plumb left and right and up and down, okay? And then we're going to secure this side. If we have to shim it or whatever we have to do, that's what we're going to do, okay? Then we're going to level the top, then we're going to shim and plumb the opposite side. At that point, we'll be able to hang the door, and then the trim, caulking, painting, and so forth. We probably won't get to all of that. I just want to help him get the door installed today so that it's not wide open to his garage. All right, thank you. Okay, this part is important. Not everybody does it. Well, you know, most people that know what they're doing do. Okay, you see the pencil mark? Okay, and the next pencil mark there, and the other pencil mark there. I'm going to be putting a 1x4 substrate in here. Those lines are what line up with the hinge holes that I showed you. So I need to shim in that place so that it's solid when I do the tap cons. It's harder to see the side because of the sun, but I've done the same thing on this side. And this way, when I tap con, when it's shimmed in those spots, I'll be tap conning where it's solid wood. And I've already shimmed this side, making it plumb. I'm going to do it to the other side before I install the door, or the door frame first. Decided to show you on how to remove a shim. A lot of people just try to cut through them or do whatever. I take a straight knife, something that's sharp, and I keep a sharp pocket knife and score it. It's tough doing it with one hand. Push away, you hear the pop, bring it to you, and it breaks it off. You could just trim it, and then it's even with what you did. So that's the proper way of cutting off a shim. Okay, we now have the door frame in place. We're drilling the holes so that we put the top drilling for the tap on the hinge side first. All right, we got the door up, the hinge is in, the door is on. We Tapcon into the holes. Remember, now we had to plumb the hinge side first. Then we worked everything on the hinge side to make sure that it was plumb. And then we had to level the header. This one, the header wasn't perfectly level. It was close. So what I had to do is shim out the bottom and raise the strike side. The strike side is these holes where the doorknob and the throw bolt or deadbolt lock into the jamb. Okay, once that's in place, then we Tapconned into there in the same area as we did the opposite of the hinge side. And now the door closes. My friend's gonna put on his hardware. He hasn't bought the brick mold yet, but I told him to caulk around all the openings now, put his brick mold up tomorrow, and then he can paint the door. And that is how you put in an exterior door in a very short amount of time. You can do this too.